Intuition is one of the most profound yet underestimated abilities that humans possess. It is often described as a gut feeling, an inner voice, or a sudden sense of knowing without rational explanation, but in reality, it is far more powerful than that. Intuition is a bridge between the conscious and subconscious mind, guiding us toward decisions and directions that align with our true path. Many times in life, we face choices where logic alone cannot provide clarity, moments where all the facts are present, but the answer still feels unclear. It is in those moments that intuition becomes the silent force leading us forward. Think back to a time when you felt an unexplainable pull toward a decision that later proved right, or a subtle warning that helped you avoid a mistake. Those were not coincidences, they were signals from within. The challenge is that in today's world, filled with distractions, technology, and constant noise, we rarely pause long enough to hear that inner guidance. To unlock the magic path of intuition, the first step is learning to quiet the outside world so the inside world can be heard. Even a few minutes of silence, meditation, or mindful reflection can open the doorway to deeper self-awareness. The more we cultivate this practice, the more familiar and reliable that inner voice becomes, transforming from a faint whisper into a clear compass guiding us toward authenticity, growth, and purpose. When we begin to notice the presence of intuition in our lives, we realize it rarely comes in the form of words or logical arguments. Instead, it often speaks through feelings, sensations, or subtle impressions that arrive before the mind has time to analyze. You may feel a sudden calm when you think of one decision, or a quiet discomfort when you consider another. These signals are easy to dismiss, especially in a world that values logic and evidence above all else, but ignoring them often means ignoring your deepest truth. Intuition is not irrational, it is a form of intelligence that works beyond reason. It gathers insights from experiences, emotions, and subconscious knowledge, then delivers them in ways that the conscious mind can feel. Developing the ability to listen to this guidance requires patience and courage. Patience to sit with your feelings long enough to hear their message, and courage to trust them even when others may not understand. Over time, each time you honor that inner nudge, you strengthen your connection to it. What begins as a faint whisper grows into a reliable compass, guiding you toward choices that align with your growth, your peace, and your authentic self. Walking the path of intuition is deeply connected to living authentically. So often, people make choices to satisfy expectations, whether from family, society, or peers, while ignoring the quiet voice inside that points toward what truly matters. This leads to a life that may look successful on the outside, but feels empty within. Intuition is the remedy, because it always guides you back to what is real for you. When you listen, you begin to align your actions with your values, and that alignment creates energy, clarity, and a sense of flow. Opportunities arise at the right moment. The right people come into your life, and challenges become easier to navigate. It may feel like coincidence, but it is the natural outcome of following your inner compass. This path demands courage, because intuition often leads you against the crowd or into unknown territory. But it also gives you peace, because you know you are living your truth. Authenticity does not mean perfection, it means honesty. Honesty with yourself about what you want, what no longer serves you, and what direction your soul is calling you to take. By trusting that call, you step into a life of freedom, purpose, and deeper fulfillment. Ultimately, intuition is not just about making better choices in the present, it is about transforming the way you live and experience life. When you begin to trust this inner compass, fear loses its grip, and doubt no longer paralyzes you the way it once did. Instead of waiting for certainty before acting, you start to move forward with faith, knowing that clarity often comes after the step is taken. This shift transforms challenges into opportunities, because you no longer see obstacles as dead ends, but as lessons and redirections guiding you toward growth. Intuition also unlocks creativity, allowing you to see possibilities that logic alone might miss. It connects you with a flow where solutions appear naturally, and life begins to feel less like a struggle and more like a dialogue with something greater. Relationships also deepen, because when you live authentically, you attract people who resonate with your truth and distance yourself from those who do not. Most importantly, intuition awakens a sense of purpose. You stop chasing goals that impress others and instead pursue what feels meaningful to you. This alignment brings peace, fulfillment, and resilience, showing you that intuition is not just a tool, it is the key to living fully and freely.